On It's the Law, more on that Kathleen woman who wants the DA to prosecute several men who set off homemade bombs at her house 2 years ago. Instead, the DA says he wants a pretrial diversion. Our legal expert, Jay Davis, is here to talk more about that. Jay, let's set this up a little bit. At the time, they were teenagers, and a lot of people have been commenting on our website, 41NBC.com, saying, hey, these boys will be boys. This is just a practical joke. There's no need for them to serve any jail time for this. First, your thoughts.
Well, my thoughts are teenagers do a lot of things that are straight up illegal, and they can cost them the rest of their life if people aren't really careful about what particularly teenage guys are doing. We all got in trouble as teenagers, so if we were accountable for everything we did, we'd all be in a little bit of trouble.
So what's a pretrial diversion in the first place?
A pretrial diversion is where the prosecutor, whether it's a DA or a solicitor, depending on if it's a felony or a misdemeanor, looks at the case and decides that, hey, we want to make sure that somebody knows that this is not a good thing to do. We might not want it to cost the rest of their life. We might not want it to be on their record forever. Sometimes they don't have enough evidence to really go forward, but they say we want to balance the interest of all the time we'd spend on having a trial versus just trying to get the help that somebody might need. So a lot of times it might entail anger management if it's some sort of fighting issue. It may entail other things depending on what it is. If it's a DUI or something involved in drinking, there might be some drug or alcohol things associated with it. And a bomb, I'm not sure what the pretrial diversion would include.
So, are there pros? Are there cons to something like this?
Well, obviously the con is, what this lady's saying is, hey, I don't feel like I'm getting justice for what's happened to me as a victim. The pros are a lot. You save a lot of money on the cost of prosecution. You get somebody some help without them having to admit or be found guilty. They can just say, sometimes they might be required to allocute or to admit some part of the crime, but without them having to put on an official record that they're guilty of this, without that becoming a part of their official record, you can get them some sort of treatment or help, maybe fix the problem before it gets to the level where somebody's going to be incarcerated for long periods of time.
All right, Jay, thanks so much. And as always, we want to hear your legal questions. If you have any of them, email us at itsthelaw@41NBC.com. We'll do our best to answer it during our It's the Law segment each Wednesday right here on the news at 6.